Hello, friends. It is Tonya, Thrifty Treasures. Welcome to episode 5 of Jewelry Detectives. Today we have the beautiful Carla of Princess Casserole joining us. And we also have our regular panel members, Angie with Treasured Vintage. Today we have we got an echo. Princess Casserole joining us. And we also have
our muted.
Members, Angie. Does anybody have the chat pulled up?
I do.
We got an echo. Muted.
I'm muted.
Angie.
One sec.
Can you have the chat pulled up? We got an echo. Muted.
I'm muted.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we good?
I think we're good now.
Okay. And we also have Monica from Keeping It Real with the Millers joining us. So I know that Monica has a really great jewelry sale to tell us about this morning.
So first I'll start by some shout outs in the chat. We have A Purple Lily 1 is here, and we have Eleanor 151. I think that's everybody so far. And if anybody else is watching, hi. So I had my biggest sale today on jewelry. I was so excited. So you guys know, like, my favorite jewelry and how I got started in jewelry on selling was through Disney jewelry, which is still my favorite to sell. And I do pretty well. I think, like, before this, the biggest I've sold was maybe a $30 item. But today I sold a piece for $104.96 with shipping included in that.
Wow.
So, I know, I'm really excited. So my profit after all my fees, because with shipping, I did add insurance because of how expensive the item is. I'll make $84.51 because all my Disney jewelry that I buy, my fees are only like $2 per item. So I'm pretty excited. So this is the piece. You guys see that?
Oh, it's a watch?
A Mickey Mouse watch.
Yep, it's from 1969, and it's a wind-up watch.
Now, who is that on there? Oh, it's Mickey Mouse?
Yep.
Wow. So where did you find this watch?
So I buy lots from shopgoodwill.com. I'll buy big lots and small lots, and that's where I got this one. And then so this is a copy. There's a 1930s that's just like this one, and this was a copy that they made, but it's an Ingersoll watch that was made, that they teamed up with Disney to make this one. And yeah, it's got like little things on here, and everything's working perfectly. So yeah,
Now,
I was really excited.
When you listed it, did you know it was going to be worth that much, or did you run it as an auction or buy it now?
Okay, so I first ran it as an auction, and then the person messaged me and said that I had the wrong one, how I had it listed, because there wasn't many to like kind of go from. So I ended the listing and took the chance of having a fee, and I actually was in New Orleans, so I had to wait till I got back. And I did have my mom, when I was gone, like check it and make sure it was working, because I don't know how to use a wind-up watch. So
right, me neither.
So she luckily knew, and it was working. You know, so I did more checking and found that it was the later one. And I had it at a higher price based on what the other ones were selling for. And so I had it at $150 with our best offer. And so the person today made me an offer of $100. So that was how I made that. And so I was like, yeah, I'll take $100.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I was so excited.
Congratulations. That is so great.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Because, you know, you can't make a lot of money unless you ask for a lot of money.
Right.
Right.
So that was like my biggest. I mean, that one pin that I showed you, that cross pin, like that was probably my next biggest. That was like 50. But I sell usually my Disney jewelry anywhere from like my higher end, anywhere, like I said, from 50 down. But I do have some other pieces that I've recently found that are higher too. So people always ask me, do you make money on your Disney lots? And I do. I always make my money.
That's awesome. So if you don't mind me asking, like, what do you usually pay for a lot of jewelry from Shop Goodwill?
It varies. So I will like I buy smaller lots, so those I'll maybe pay 20, $30. I think I just did me and Morgan did a huge unboxing video because I had so many, and I had a lot that I got. I think I paid $38 for, and it was like 3.3 pounds. Or no,
Wow.
that one I paid 89. It was 3.3 pounds of Disney jewelry.
Yeah, that's a good price. I've looked at them before and they always seem to go really, really high. I don't know if I'm looking at maybe the bigger bags that weigh more, but
Yep.
they can go really expensive.
Yep. So my biggest lot, which was I think like 10 pounds, I paid $250 for.
Wow.
Mhm. But I've made my money on it already, even selling the smaller items. And so I go through it. I know what is worth stuff, like what is worth keeping. A lot of the watches, I get a lot of watches. So if I can, I'll put new batteries in them, and then I clean everything. I'll lot things together sometimes, and then I'll figure out how many items I have, and that's where I usually come up with my price. And like I said, I don't ever pay more than $2 per item. That's the highest I pay.
Yeah, that's a good rule of thumb, I think. So Angie, did you have some pieces that you wanted to share?
Yeah. Matter of fact, let me see what I did with them.
We're gonna get to you, Carla. Don't worry.
Are your nerves calming down?
She's muted.
You're muted.
She's
Oh no. Wait. Am I muted now?
Nope.
Okay.
can't hear her. No.
Tonya, you're muted. Okay, now you're not.
Now I'm not.
Okay. From the lot that I got recently, it got an interesting bracelet. It's mesh,
Oh, that's pretty.
gold tone. I've never seen anything like it. It's got a Greek key design on all around it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. It does have some finish wear on it, but I think the design is so neat that
It looks like a belt.
yeah, I think it should. I don't know, maybe I'll ask about 35 or something like that. We'll see. I didn't polish it up or anything yet, but I really like it. And then this was in there, and it's sterling. It's a little clamper bracelet. It's very pretty.
Tonya?
I fixed it. I did. I don't show it as being locked on you, but I just put it on Angie since she's sewing pieces.
Okay,
Is that better?
that. And then there's these. Has anyone ever heard of Charles Albert fine sterling silver?
No.
Oh.
So these are marked on the back. And they're kind of shells. I'm not sure what this is. This is right here, the middle, but they're nicely encased in sterling. They're dangle earrings, and
Those are
that
pretty.
was a lot. So these will be soon in Etsy. Thanks for letting me show them.
Yeah, definitely.
Still looks like it's stuck on me. Oh, there it goes.
Okay. I don't show any, if I'm like, what's the word called? Presenting somebody, there'll be a white box around your little icon here, your little thumbnail or whatever, but it's not on anybody right now. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
around
good.
me. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, that's because I have my.
Now you can lock it yourself, but it's not going to affect
Right.
Okay. All right, Carla, are you ready to get started? Oh no. Okay, so go to the very top of this window, this Google Hangout window here, and you're going to see like a little microphone. And I should be able to unmute her, shouldn't I?
Not sure.
Is it muted on her computer?
I so definitely the little mute.
But I see a mute on her.
We could hear her at the beginning, so it must have been something you did over there, Carla.
Carla, do you want to try leaving and coming back in? Maybe that might fix the problem. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so how does it look now, Lonnie? Is it still stuck on Monica? Because I don't show any boxes around anyone in particular. Okay, hey, Mike, the crazy card is here. Okay. Carla is back, but I'm just seeing her picture. What about y'all?
No, I see her. I see
I
her.
can't hear her.
I still can't hear her.
Oh, no. That is not good.
Mm-mm. 1 sec, she says.
I can get some shout outs while we're figuring it out.
Yeah,
We got some more people. Let's Be Happy Thrifter D is here. Okay, Cal Treasures. Maggie Doodle. Heather. Heather's in the house.
Hey, Heather.
Aaron Marcus. Liquidation OH. Chris is here. Beeves Lamb is here. I think I did that one. Lori Noonley. Hope I don't, I'm bad with names sometimes, you guys, so be kind. Lonnie's here. Nancy McKay Russell. Deb Mitchell. And Deb says, I've separated over 25 boxes of jewelry I've been collecting for almost 20 years now. About to start listing on eBay and Etsy because of watching all you ladies' videos. That's awesome.
Wow. Awesome.
That's wonderful.
A Thrifty Paper Garden. Julie's here. Hey, Julie.
The crazy card. Christy Winland, Hedwig David, Gail. Denise is here. I think that's everybody. Hope I didn't miss anybody.
Awesome. Thanks everybody for joining us.
And being patient.
Yes, we're having some technical difficulties. Yes, we are, but we're hoping to get it worked out. Everything was fine right before the show.
It was, and even for a while at the beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm. We should have let Carla go first.
Yeah, we should have.
Falling into Spaces here. I like that name.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I like
awesome.
that too. Falling into space.
Falling.
Dazzle me with your vintage jewelry, says Julie.
I don't know if she can't, if it's not up at the top.
Liquidation OH says, should she close out and try to join again? We just did that. And
yeah.
Did she close the browser down?
She said, she sent me a message and she said that apparently Hangout doesn't work on Firefox.
No, you got to go to Google Chrome.
Yeah, try Google Chrome, Carla, if you can hear us. But I am on, I'm on Safari, so yes, technical difficulties. But while we're waiting, I do have some things we can talk about. So I'd like to invite everybody to join our jewelry group on Facebook. It's called Thrifty Jewelry Treasures. And then let's see, next week we'll be having a guest on named S.A. Banks, and that will be on the 15th. And then after that, we are going to have Karen Lebo on. We're really excited about that. And then if you would like to be a guest on the show, you can message Monica or Angie or myself and on Facebook and let us know, and we will get you a show scheduled. Hey, Carla. I can see you.
I have I'll just share some stories with you. I have had some challenging things happen this week. And just the past few days, I've had returns. I've had people give me their wrong addresses. Yeah, so, and they're international addresses.
Oh my goodness.
If you know, on Etsy, they give you so many characters in the address line that you can use, and it has to fit in the you know, there's so many characters, and if they give you too many characters, then it doesn't work. So a lot of times I'll break up the street address and put some of it on one line, some of it on another. Usually that works. Hi, Vicki Olson. I don't know. I just the brooch that I sold, the one that I sold for $98, has not made it to Taiwan.
Oh, no.
I got a message this morning, and she said, "Can you please check on it?" So I checked on it. It is on its way back here. So,
What happened, I wonder?
yeah, I don't know. Other than it was one of those addresses that I had to break up and put part of it on one line and part of it on another line. Now, like I said, usually that works. I don't know if she omitted something from her address, you know, what it was, but I don't know. Customs is getting funny because that's the second thing I've had. Well, the one thing that the lady forgot to put her house number on, and she was in the UK, so they sent it back to me.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
It's very important.
So what do you do? Do you send it back?
Yeah, well, I have to, you know, I give them an address. Hello. Carla, talk.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Uh-oh.
Carla, did you try coming back in Google Chrome?
Still not there.
What about Internet Explorer?
Customs.
I cannot get at reading lips.
I know.
Yeah.
Can you type it in the chat? So you'll send it back, Angie? Is that what you'll do?
Won't it cost a lot, though, to send it international again?
Well, one thing that I found out is, and I think I knew this before, but I forgot it. I just sent a PayPal invoice to send it back, and it only cost like $3 and something instead of 12 something. When you do a PayPal, a first class international shipping, it was only 3 something. So I think I had heard that before, but I did send it back to the one girl. She wanted me to send it back, and you know, she apologized for not putting her street address on there, her house number. Now the other one, it just happened this morning, and I haven't gotten back to her yet, but we'll just have to see.
Yeah, that's the great thing.
It comes back to me.
Yeah.
What happens? What the case was? Why it's coming back?
Right. I was going to say that's the nice thing about selling on eBay is when you ship international. I don't know about you guys, but I do use the global shipping program, and I have sold a couple international things on Etsy. I think I've shipped to Canada and maybe Germany. I can't remember for sure, but and I didn't have any problems, thank goodness.
I had a weird shipping thing happen though. I shipped something like a month ago and I just recently got it back and it like was returned by the post office. So it said like the address was wrong. They couldn't deliver the package. And so I reached out to the seller and was like, and I of course reached out to eBay right away too and was like, what should I do? And they said, well, it's shipped to them. They obviously didn't pick it up. So try to contact them and see if they'll pay to have it shipped back, or, they can contact us and maybe we'll pay for it. So I reached out to the seller and I'm like, I don't know if you had the wrong address, if you moved or what. And the buyer was like, oh, after I bought it, I left for 20 days. And that's why it didn't get picked up. And I'm like, well, because it was free shipping. So I was like, well, if you want me to send it back, you need to, pay for that or contact eBay. And eBay said right now, I'm not required to refund them the money or send it to them until they reach out and respond to me. And they still haven't responded. So I'm like holding on to this package. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Carol's here.
Did she try to talk again? Still can't hear me?
I can't hear Carla. Can you guys?
I didn't see her try to talk again, did she?
I just see her little
yeah, she's
YouTube
trying.
picture.
There's something else, like sometimes you have to click on something.
That is so bizarre that it was working fine a second ago.
If she clicks under her settings and sees where her microphone is coming from.
Yes, that's a good idea. So Carla, if you can hear us, maybe look at the very top of this box that we're in, this Google Hangout window, and click on settings. And there should be some drop-down boxes, and one of them will be a default microphone. See if maybe messing with that might help. I hear something.
It's the blender.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, yay.
With a lot of rumbling. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Well, thank goodness you're back.
Right, welcome back.
Oh boy. I'm gonna keep that open just in case. Sorry about that.
No problem. So I can't see you right now, but oh, there, now I can see you. Yay. So let's get started. Favorite pieces first.
Okay. So I have this bracelet. It's got a safety chain.
That's always a good sign, right?
Mm-hmm. Can you put it back a little bit, maybe? A little blurry. That's cute. Yeah, it's very cute. Is it enamel or is it thermoset?
I think it's filigree.
Oh, it's filigree? Oh, is it canatu?
I'm not sure what the difference is between the filigree and the canatu.
Does it look like it's spun, like finely?
Yeah.
I really can't see it. The details of it.
Tonya, can you see?
I can see it. Can you put it up a little bit closer? Oh yeah, that is pretty. Are there any markings on it?
Here, is that better?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's coming in a little better.
There's no markings.
Did you put a magnet on it?
I think it wasn't magnetic.
Mm-hmm. It's very nice. And the clasp is just a box clasp.
Yeah. Like
That's
that.
really pretty.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this was silver, how much something like that would go for.
I don't know, since there's no markings. Do you suspect that it might be silver?
I think it might be. I tried polishing with silver polish and it worked.
Oh, wow. Does it feel heavy in your hand?
No, because it's like spun, so it's really light.
I
Yeah,
think
I would
somebody
probably,
on Etsy may buy that for, I don't know, 45 maybe?
yeah.
I don't know. It depends on, I always just have to say, look at the comps, see if you can find something like it. I mean, that is what I always have to go to when I look
Yeah.
for my prices. That is really unique, though. I might even go higher than that. It just depends.
And
Just
I
depends on what you
got
can
this
find.
one in there too. Is very similar.
Oh, I like that one too.
They're both from jewelry bags.
Really?
Now,
Yeah.
that definitely looks like you would say it is Canateel.
And this what? It's got a hook.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that you said that you usually find like jewelry bags instead of jewelry jars. So what kind of thrift stores do they have in New York?
We have
You find a bag
Salvation
at?
Army. That's where I get the bags from. And Savers, which is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We also have Goodwill, and there's a Hearts for the Homeless.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
yeah, a lot of them. So I haven't sold on Etsy before, but I'd like to get my shop started. So that's kind of why I was hoping to do this, to get some advice on getting started with my Etsy store.
Have you looked for similar pieces for the ones that you've had? Have you done searches at all?
Not yet. Not for these ones.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, are you mainly just selling on eBay?
I haven't done anything yet.
Really?
Yeah. But
Nowhere?
because I buy so much, now I have like so many jewelry, and my husband's going to kill me if I don't start getting rid of some of it.
Yeah, and it's fun too to sell it. You know, of course, we like to keep a lot of it, right?
It's more fun to buy it.
I do.
Yes, I'm sure all of us have nice little collections going on.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But I think those are some great pieces to get started with, especially for Etsy, huh, Angie?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Same
those
thing
were
with
the
ironwork.
first two that I got. And they had some other things that were similar too, like brooches and things. So I probably should have bought those, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And
I
then
was
sorry.
just gonna say, like, if sometimes, like, if I'm like iffy if I should buy something or not, I have learned just to go ahead and pick it up, because I can't tell you how many times I've got home and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I should have bought that. So if I'm thinking I should get it, I should probably just go ahead and buy it. You know what I mean?
And chances are it's so cheap that you know you're going to make money on it. So just get it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're at a thrift store, the price can't be that much.
Yeah, it depends on which store you're going to. But no more than $10 usually for anything.
Right. Monica. Eleanor is Carla's friend that she just
I know.
met.
I hit the wrong button.
Oh, okay.
I fixed it, but I don't know what the comment she made. Did you see that?
Well, she was just saying that lots of times things aren't marked, I think, and that people are name whores, and they are, right? Like, we always want to look for that signed signature there. You know, it definitely increases the value. That's for sure.
Yes, I'm so jealous of Carla's stores and all her jewelry that she gets. Oh my! In those bags, it's just Every time she pulls something out, I'm like, oh.
It's a lot of looking. I go too often.
Yeah,
Like
you're not
every
the only
day.
one. I go too often too.
So the next one, I was curious what it was.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, that is.
It sounds like glass, but it's really cold, like room temperature.
Oh,
I have no
wow.
idea what it is.
Probably some kind of gemstone, like natural stone, don't you think, Tonya, maybe?
I don't know. My first thought was bakelite or like lucite or something, but
Yeah, because
It's cold?
yeah. I have no idea what this is.
does it have little gold or is that the reflection?
It's like a orangey red and white.
That's really pretty. Have
I'd
you
love to
done-
know what it is.
Yeah.
And there's also a little ring that's similar to.
Oh, that's really pretty. Like it's a set that goes together?
No, I just
Yep.
found them separately.
Deb Mitchell said agate or agate. I guess is how you say that. Agate? Do you say it agate? I don't know.
Yeah.
But that is a name that you hear a lot of, not of a stone, like a gemstone or natural stone. It's in a lot of jewelry.
And Eleanor's saying that it might be carnelian. That's true. It's definitely the right color for that.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
I would take it to a jeweler maybe.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's really pretty.
I know it's pretty. Like I had one like this and I dropped it on the concrete and it broke.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So I know it's pretty fragile.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So why don't we go with the earrings, Angela?
Yes. Can I just reach through there and grab those?
Those are gorgeous.
I love those so much.
I'm not sure I understand.
Really pretty.
So these ones are the Vendome. They are marked on the back.
Oh, that is a really good brand.
And they have the little screw back and they're clip-ons.
And look how wonderful in shape they are. They're perfect.
Yeah, they're really nice.
And nothing's missing from them. Nothing seems to be
No.
no, they're really neat.
No. Everything seems to be there. And it's like the one where it's pins, and that's how these are attached to the little ball.
Yeah.
So what would you guys list something like this for?
I would say at
I'd
least
keep
40 without even looking at the comps. I mean, I think that you'll probably get a nice price for those for sure.
Yeah. I agree with Tonya, but I'd probably keep them.
Yeah, I'm not ready to sell these ones yet.
Yeah, see, that's part of the deal, Carla. You can't just shop all the time. You got to start listing this stuff like your husband says.
I know.
She's
But
got
these
her
ones,
favorite pieces, though.
these ones were also in a jewelry jar or jewelry bag. And they were in two separate bags, so I had to go back and get the other one.
Remember those hauls, those videos.
Right.
I love those.
Yeah, and see, once your husband starts seeing the money coming in from the sales you're making, he's gonna be like, "Go shopping, go shop."
Yeah, he does eBay, so I might actually have him sell some lots for me on his eBay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I've never done any of that stuff before, though, so he's got to help. And then yesterday, I got this.
Oh, wow.
So I think it's Cinnabar. It was labeled Cinnabar.
It was. Wow.
It's
That's
a
really
bangle.
pretty.
How much did you pay for that?
This one I think was $4.99 or $5.99.
Wow.
So definitely
Great prices.
not too much. It's a beautiful color. I know nothing about Cinnabar.
I don't either. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if I've ever heard of it. Isn't that awful?
I know it's really pricey.
Yeah.
Certain pieces of it.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Going back to your other piece, Deb Mitchell says in the chat that agate is used in a lot of old Scottish jewelry.
This one?
Yes, I think that's the one she's talking about.
They're pretty colors together.
Yeah, and they're definitely like the vintage colors. They definitely got the right coloring to be vintage, I feel like.
Yeah. So do you guys have any idea what you would list something like this for?
None.
Aren't we great detectives?
Yeah.
Deb Mitchell is saying that cinnabar is poisonous.
Oh my.
I think original cinnabar it was made with radium or something radioactive. But then there's also imitation, and I think those are safe.
Yeah.
There's a listing just like yours on Etsy for $36.
That's a good
Thank
price.
you, Mom.
Yeah, I love that. I grabbed it right up.
Lydia, Carla lives in Buffalo, right?
Yeah, Western New York. And I also got this. I haven't even taken the price tag off yet.
That's cute.
pretty.
And it's marked on the back, Roman and sterling.
Oh,
wow.
sterling.
Yeah. So this one was like $9 at Ambets. I forgot about Ambets. We have a couple of those too.
So it's marked Romans?
Roman, yeah. I've never really heard of that brand.
Let me pull up another window so I can
I've
start
heard of
showing, screen sharing some
Looks
similar
like they go
ones.
for quite a bit. There's some on Etsy, different necklaces selling from anywhere from $75 up to $250.
Wow. Thanks for looking that up, Monica.
Yeah,
I'm a
thank
little
you.
slow today.
It's probably my fault. Technical difficulties.
No.
I'm trying to make up for what I did in the chat.
It happens. The chat moves so fast.
Oh.
It's easy to accidentally,
Oh,
send the
yeah.
wrong person when you're looking at it.
That's easy to do.
Yes, it really is.
He understood.
So I think this one's filigree as well. Like it has filigree.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot shinier than the other one.
Yeah. I love the stones in it. They're really pretty.
Yeah. Necklaces just don't sell that well for me.
No?
Nope. Not really.
Earrings and bracelets, or what sells the best?
Earrings sell the best for me. Bracelets, yeah. I don't know if it's just because I love earrings and I'm always listing earrings. Maybe that's why they sell, because that's pretty much all I'm listing. But I don't know. I have had necklaces up and they just sit, so I'm not sure.
See, I would have
Yeah.
thought the necklaces would sell.
It depends on what it is. Like the Joan Rivers necklace that I had here recently sold just like that. So I guess it depends on what you have.
Right.
Well, speaking of earrings, I have these ones on.
Yeah,
I
those are
showed
pretty.
these.
I was noticing them.
It's like a
yes.
70s guy and a little 70s girl
They
kissing.
are so cool.
Groovy,
You
baby.
showed me those yesterday. They're
Yeah.
groovy.
I found those the other day when the lady was at Salvation Army with me.
Oh, okay. Now, does she have a handful of jewelry too?
Oh, yeah. And she obviously knew what she was looking for, too, so she also had a good eye.
Are we
Yeah,
talking
it's so
about
much fun.
Eleanor, or are we talking
Yes.
about the other ladies?
Eleanor. She
Oh,
was
okay.
very nice.
So, did she approach you, like in the store, and said that she had seen your YouTube channel?
She was next to me and she goes, Princess Casserole? And I'm like, yeah,
Oh
that's
my
me.
gosh, I would love that so much.
I thought that was so awesome. My
Oh.
husband didn't believe me. He goes, no, really?
I
That
told
is
my husband
awesome.
that story, and he just went like, "Oh yeah." It's like, oh, I could have just. No, it's just so disappointing that he doesn't really get it or care.
My husband thought it was great. He loved it.
But I know your husband would. That's great.
Yeah, he's wonderful. So I have another one. I thought this was kind of awesome. It's huge. It's a huge bracelet.
That's neat.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And it's got the fold over box clasp. And it still had a tag. And it was like John Grant Designs. I've never heard of that.
John Grant?
Yeah, and I looked online and I couldn't see anything for it.
How do you spell John? Is it Jon or J-O?
HN. Yeah. At least I think it's a G. The really fancy, like.
Mike and I, we can find something.
That would be great because I could find nothing on this. But it's
Oh,
huge.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And Grant, it's Grant?
Yeah. Unless it's not a G. Who's really good at old cursive?
Huh.
It's upside down.
Oh, well, that won't help.
John Bennett.
It almost looks like a. It's not an S, is it, or a B?
It looks like a J, I thought.
Maybe?
John Bennett.
Let's go.
It's
with
definitely
the-
R-A-N-T at the end.
It's definitely A-N-T at the end.
Yeah.
R-A-N-T.
Yep.
I'm
I
looking.
don't read enough cursive now to remember what they look.
I'm seeing some John Hardy pieces.
No, it wouldn't be it.
Yeah. I've never heard anything about this guy. But it's such a neat.
That's the tag reminds me of like something from the 60s because it's like a foil tag, isn't it? Like
Yeah. And it's gold and brown. Because usually you see like the silver and black tags like this.
Yeah, that is really nice. I love the way it's tapered.
Yeah, it's really nice. It would actually be nice to have two of these.
Would, wouldn't it? You'd be
Right.
Wonder Woman.
Well, so then that one will remain a mystery, I think. I'll have to post pictures of these in the Thrifty Treasures group.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
think that's a
idea.
great idea. You never know. Somebody might know.
Yeah, because I certainly don't.
Lydia is asking, how much do you normally pay for your jewelry bags?
Anywhere between 10 and 20.
That's really a great price.
I bought, like, there was a bag that was, like, huge. It was like a leaf bag, and I spent $50 on that. I had to send my husband to grab it. It was too heavy for me. And the guy's like, I'm not picking this up again. So that was the most I've ever spent, but it was huge.
I remember that. I can't hardly imagine it. It would just be like, I'll take it. I'll get a forklift. I'll get something here. I'll take it.
Yeah, this is my next one.
That.
That was $10. It's like all bracelet.
Yeah, you love bracelets.
I do. So, what's the weirdest thing you've ever found in a jewelry jar, Tonya?
I don't know. I mean, I find like ponytail holders. I don't know. I can't think right offhand. What about you?
I found candy corn.
Yeah.
Candy corn, real candy corn?
Yeah. And bra straps, you know, the ones that come off.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And a nonpareil.
A what?
Like those ones with the little dots. They're chocolate and they have little sprinkles on top.
Candy?
Yeah. And nail polish.
It's good that didn't melt in there.
Yeah.
That would have been a mess.
Well, that's what I said. I was glad I didn't leave it in my car.
Yeah, right.
So I remember, Anne, you said something about the V for the brooches. like how this one is put together.
Right.
That's a mid-century.
This one was my grandmother's.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's beautiful.
That is. That's very pretty.
So if it has that, because I have found a bunch that has that. I didn't know that either. So if it looks like that, it means it's a mid-century brooch.
Yeah, that means it's an older piece. Mid-century or probably before, you could say. And if they're straight across, they're a newer piece.
What about the like ceramic? Because I see jewelry like that all the time too. With the like transfer wear or paint on here.
What are you asking about it? The age or?
Yeah, was it really popular mid-century or something?
I think probably more maybe 40s or earlier. Was more
Let's
popular.
Be Happy Thrifter is asking if you can show that the tag again.
Yep, and I will post it too. Sorry, I just have to put it upside down for me is right side up for you.
Yeah, and not only that, but you might be able to do like maybe a reverse image search too. Might give you some kind of results.
Okay, I'll try that.
You could just search everything you thought it might be, like L and S and all of them.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Do you guys see this stuff? Like with the mother of pearl and it's like mosaic?
That's neat.
That's
I think it's called, is that called confetti? That's what I would call it. Confetti.
Yeah.
Confetti.
I'm just going to ask you about that, Angie, because like I'm not even sure. I've noticed you use that keyword a lot. So it's not a brand, but it's more like a like the style of jewelry or a design on the jewelry.
Confetti is when they have like little let me think of the word. I want to say shards, but that's not it. Little like confetti pieces.
Okay, like little
embedded
pieces.
in the lucite. And
Okay.
usually it's mother of pearl, little square pieces or something, or it can actually be like little stars or little sprinkles, like little glitter pieces.
Yeah,
And
Nancy McKay Russell saying flakes and resin.
Yeah, flakes, like little, if it's like encased in the lucite, it's just an overall word, you just call it confetti. I do anyway. Confetti.
Yeah, that's a good keyword.
I think this one's actually mosaiced and then epoxy onto like a really light bangle.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's not inside of it then.
No, it's like on top. But I've never seen anything like this until recently.
Are there any markings on it?
I'm sorry? No marks.
Okay. Wow, that's really pretty.
That is pretty.
Maybe it's from the 80s or 90s. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a newer piece. I couldn't see it that well, so I was thinking it was confetti, but it's not.
I've seen it in like beads too recently.
I don't think I've seen that. I see Carla.
What about copper jewelry? Does that do well for you guys?
I think so.
I think a piece like that would, because I just love that flower on there. That's really pretty.
It does say genuine copper on the back.
Oh, it does? That's good. That's a good selling point. Oh, yeah,
how does one clean copper?
I think just with a jewelry cloth. It should polish up.
I love it because it's a little bit different than silver and gold. It's got a different tone.
Yeah, that's nice. We are having some questions in the chat. Monica, did you catch one?
Yep. So the first one that came is, What do you do with ivory jewelry since you can't sell it on eBay?
If I came across some real ivory, I don't know. I might see if there was a special collectors group for it on the internet, or perhaps Craigslist. I'm not sure. Maybe a Facebook group, the selling groups on Facebook.
Can you sell it on Etsy?
I don't think you
I'm not
can.
sure about that. Do you know, Angie?
I'm not sure about that either, actually. I would just do a search and see if there are any ivory pieces. I would be hesitant, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Sell it on Etsy.
And then the second question is, does anyone know what jewelry company has a 4-petal flower for a logo?
I don't. I can't think of anything right offhand.
I'm not sure, but Lori, come on over and join the Thrifty Jewelry Treasures Facebook group and post a picture of that hallmark, and there might be somebody in there that might know
Yeah.
who the designer is.
This by the company.
All right. That's the only ones. I don't think I missed any other ones.
Okay, Carla, go ahead. Thanks, Monica.
I found this yesterday also at that sale. It's a little pendant.
Oh,
Sorry,
this
I know I'm-
is neat. I love this piece.
It's like a little ball, and you open it up, and then you can put a whole bunch of photos in it.
Oh my gosh, does it
Oh,
drop
that's
down?
cool.
My screen keeps cutting out, so I'm not seeing the
And
whole
then
thing.
it is marked on the side.
What is it marked?
I think it says Mexico in 925.
So
I've
is
never
it like a
seen
little
anything.
charm?
It says TP-95 in the middle. Yeah, it's a little pendant.
That is so cool.
I know. I've never seen anything like that. So the TP-95, that's got to stand for something. So I think I'd Google that and see what. Maybe it's a mark.
Yeah, Native American
specific
mark.
to a Mexico maker.
Yeah, and then it folds back together.
That's really
That is
neat.
really unique. Yeah.
I thought that was cool. It's kind of Harry Potter, like those little things that fly.
Yeah.
Eleanor says it's amazing in person. Tell them what you paid for it.
Oh, these were like 3 for $1 maybe, or
Oh my goodness.
2 for $1. It was in the bags with some earrings.
What a steal.
Yeah.
I want to follow your journey. Like, I want to see you get set up on Etsy, and I want to see the items you're selling. I
Yeah.
think it would be really neat to follow your journey and see
Yeah.
how you do. So you'll have to keep us posted with your Etsy user ID if you want, and to share your shop name in
I
the
will.
group.
I know there's a lot of people like me too that are just trying to get into it, and they always love jewelry, and now they just have it coming off the roof.
Yeah, it's time to start seeing a return on some of that.
Oh, that's true. My husband will love that. I also found this the other day, and this was 50 cents. It's a brooch.
Oh, that's cool.
It's got a trombone clasp, which I've only ever seen one other one, where you pull it
Oh.
open and it comes out like that.
I would think that would be an older piece.
Yeah, definitely. That's
Very
really unique and different.
I've never really seen anything quite like that.
So it's like playing cards, like you got like a clubs there and a
Yep.
spade.
Hearts and the diamonds.
Wow, that's really neat. You have some great pieces, I have to say.
She does. She always finds such great treasures in those bags. I just can't believe it.
We have some amazing people here in Western New York that donate.
For sure.
Yeah, because I also found this one. This one was Goodwill. And it's Smart Trifari
Yeah, that's a pretty piece
on the
too.
hook. It looks really nice on.
Is it a necklace? I can't tell. Is it
Yeah.
So
I
is
think
it
that
just
might be a newer piece.
It's got the little tag with the T and the crown.
Oh, it's a crown trifari then.
yeah, it's definitely
Oh, and
older,
it's
right,
got the
Angie?
key.
Yeah.
That's an older piece then.
So are the ones with these hang tags the older ones?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
especially if
think
you see
so.
the crown above the T, right, Angie?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think the mark does, but there's not enough room anyway, but it does have the hang tag.
And let's see, for the brooch that you showed a second ago, Karen says that bridge players would love that. That
Or
would be a
poker
good keyword to put
players,
in your
right?
title. Yeah, definitely.
Someone who would gamble would wear it for good luck.
Yes.
Mike says that it is sterling Mexico. It's a Taxco piece.
Oh, nice.
You talking about the pendant, Mike?
The ball.
Yeah, the ball pendant.
I love this.
Yeah, that is so unique.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I think that was so like right away when you list it.
And then I've never heard of this either. This is a ring, but it's marked Sarah Coventry, Canada. I didn't know they would do things and market Canada.
Wow, I've never seen a Sarah Cove marked Canada.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah.
Huh.
So is
Probably
it a ring?
because we're really close to the border.
Right.
Yeah, it's a ring.
What is the stone? Is it
I
purple?
have no idea. It's cold.
Karen says the Mexico piece is adorable and it is post 1978.
Huh? Yeah, that's one of my favorite pieces I've found.
There's actually quite a few on Etsy for the Sarah Coventry Canada.
Coventry pieces are pretty plentiful.
Yeah, I've just never seen anything marked specifically Canada.
I haven't either.
Yeah, me neither. That's
There's a lot of
interesting.
them on here, though.
That's interesting. And Sarah Cove, for you guys, they don't probably sell too well, right?
Well, if it's a rare piece, but there's just so many, there's just so many out there that it's hard to find a rare piece.
Can I see it
I
again?
agree.
The ring?
Yes.
Yeah, let me put it on and stay.
It's really, really pretty.
Yeah, I pick them up when they're nice pieces. Avon too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. I know Thelma Thrift and Angie both have said there's definitely some Avon pieces that can go for some nice money.
Mm-hmm.
Are they like the older pieces?
Yeah.
And
Or
the designer, right?
Yeah, Kenneth J. Lane or something like that.
How about mosaics? Do they sell for you guys? Like these?
Micro mosaic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about, I've sold a lot of pins. In fact, I just sold a pin this week. There's so many of them too. You wouldn't think there would be, but there's a lot of them. So I think my pin sold for 16 or something like that. Not very much. Not
Can
even
I
sure
see it
it
up
was that much.
close?
Yeah, I haven't really seen it in a bracelet before.
Trying to get my.
I haven't had a bracelet, but I have seen the bracelets. Maybe
Is
the
that kind of
bracelets
like
go
that?
for a little more.
Is that like that Miliforni or what is it called, Angie, that Bonnie posted
Yeah,
about?
this is a micro mosaic glass. It's not Millefiori. That's something different.
Although, are the little beads in between maybe Millefiori, like this one? Because it's single, where these ones have the little pieces.
I don't know. I can't really see it that good. It's definitely a nice piece. Karen says that she does pretty well with micro mosaics, and the bracelet's an interesting piece.
Yeah, I'd never seen that before. This was also from a bag.
Of course it was.
That's amazing. You get some good bags upstate there.
I've also had some bad ones, so you know, right? You get good jars and bad jars.
Yeah. Now, what do you do with all your stuff that you can't sell?
I donate it, or I'll break it apart and use the chains to make new stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Or I'll cut them and take the beads, because I make jewelry as well. So
yeah, that's what I do too. I'll craft with them, but I try not to donate like back at the same place I buy at, because I don't want to buy another jar with a bunch of pieces I've already gone through.
That's good thinking.
I wonder if there's a way to figure out how to do that. Just do it some store you don't want to go to.
That's what I hear people say they do. They make sure they donate it somewhere where they know they're not going to go back to. So.
Right.
That's a good idea. Do we have time for one more?
I have to say that the bouquet, the bridal bouquet that you made, just absolutely stunning. If you did that for Etsy, I know you said it took a long time to do and everything, but I know you could do well on that on Etsy, because I know people do that. So pretty.
Yeah, I'd actually like to do a video on how to do them for people.
You should.
Because a lot of people, they'll take the pin out and then you can't wear them again.
Right.
But the way that I did mine, you can take it apart if you wanted to and rewear everything.
Oh, that's great.
I was watching, right now the Christmas pin, the trees are really popular, and I was watching a video on them, and somebody was saying you don't have to take it apart or use just the broken pieces, that there's a way to make them and still be able to keep the pieces and not destroy them, and be able to, like one lady said, she has a bunch of them and she'll go and take it off and then wear it for the day and then put it back on her tree. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool, because I would have thought, oh, you only use like the broken pieces or you destroy, to make them. So that's cool to know that.
Right. Like a lot of my stuff is double duty, like the necklace I'm wearing today. I have this little black Dalmatian dog. He's like life size, that I got at a garage sale a while back. And he's kind of like in my living room, but I like to put jewelry around his neck just to have, it looks pretty. And so he was actually wearing this, so I took it off of him this morning and put it on.
So do you guys have any advice for someone getting started on Etsy?
Just be patient and keep at it. Just keep listing. Build your store up. It takes a while to get a customer base, and it takes a while to get going, but you'll get there. So, and especially if you have these beautiful pieces like you have,
Yeah. And as soon as you get your first sale, Carla, you're going to be so excited. That's really going to motivate you to list even more. I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but you start on a new platform and then you get a sale, you're like, wow, this really does work. So I think that'd be a good encourager for you to list a lot more pieces on there too.
So Carla, I'm like you. I do have a store, but I haven't done I had a few items listed and it wasn't jewelry. Nothing happened with it. So my question has always been how do you guys get do you to promote your Etsy store on your Facebook, or do customers just, the more items you have listed, just like eBay, the more items, I think on eBay right now, I'm almost at 900 items. So the more items I have, right, the more people that will come So is that kind of the same as how Etsy is, or with Etsy, do you need to promote it more via like Instagram, your Facebook page, that kind of stuff? I don't know, Carla, if that's a question you have, but that's what I've always had.
That too. Well, and all of you guys also have YouTube channels.
Right.
So I wonder if that helps too.
Yeah.
I haven't had anybody other than like contact me. People I know like contact and be like, can I? And I've only sold one thing. It was a donut, Mickey Mouse donut jewelry. She's like, I want that one. And so that's the only sale I think I've made off of my YouTube, but they're bigger than me. So
I definitely think, excuse me, I definitely think that YouTube is a great way to show your jewelry pieces that you have. I know that Angie does a lot of haul videos. And have you gotten many sales that way, Angie?
I think I have. And it definitely can't hurt. I mean, I still do Periscope. I usually show my sales a few times a week. And I just started Instagram probably this year sometime. So I definitely think it can't hurt. I don't know how much it helps. I do Pinterest too.
I do Pinterest too.
And when you sell them on your video, do you use PayPal?
Yeah, I just started doing that. Sometimes somebody will say, you know, when you get that listed, I will buy it, which I just did that recently. I just went through Etsy and did it. But sometimes I'll do it just through PayPal too. It just depends. But yeah, whatever somebody wants to do, I'll do it if they just want to get it through.
Yeah, and Angie has close to 1,000 listings in her Etsy store. And I definitely feel like she has a customer following. I feel like there are people that, you know, are waiting for the next items that she's going to list. And so I definitely think the more, like you were saying, Monica, volume, the more items you have listed like you do on eBay, if you had that many listed on Etsy, I feel like you would probably build your customer base up pretty quick.
If I could only do this quicker.
Any organizing tips to get that quickly when it sells? Because 1,000's a lot. I don't know if I'd be able to easily find it.
Right.
I just, you know, I have those little tool drawers, and I just have my pins in a certain place, and I have my bracelets in a certain one, and you know, it's just I just know where everything's at, and I don't even label them like, you know, I don't even have a numbering system or anything. I just don't have any problem finding anything, thank goodness. I mean, every once in a while I will, but I do it by color, like, you know, my green jewelry here and my red jewelry here, pink, you know, and then break it down by bracelets and chunkiness and the matte gold tone and the sparkly stuff and all the stuff with stones in it, and I just break it down that way, you know, as to where everything's at, and thankfully I'm pretty good at remembering where everything is.
Yeah, and for as much jewelry that I have, I really don't have a whole lot of it listed because I have that problem like you do, Carla. I like to shop a lot.
Yeah, I want to go out and source, not like list, take pictures and do all the computer stuff.
And this takes time too, you know. I love being on YouTube, and I love the social part of it, and of course that takes time. And then you have to worry about supper. But
it is fun though. I love meeting people of all genders and ages that just have a passion for the same thing I have a passion for.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
So I know organizing for me, I found really cheap little bins at Walmart, and I have just a shelf for that. And then I do label everything. So like I have certain ones that are for like my Disney jewelry, and I have it broke up into what type it is. And then I did that for regular jewelry too. And then I store them in there. And I was gone for a week, and my mom had to ship everything for me. And I sell more than jewelry, but I sold a lot. I saw a lot of jewelry, and she said that it was so easy for her to find everything. Awesome. Like, you know, other than the watches, because I have like huge bins for them, but you just take it out. But she said it was nice to know exactly where it was. So
Is it like behind you?
No, that's all stuff that needs to be listed behind me. And that's all jewelry up there that needs to be listed. No, the stuff that's already listed is way like far away from me.
Yeah, and that's a good point too. So you want to make sure, Carla, that you keep your listed stuff and your unlisted stuff completely separate. But for my
Completely.
organizing, I do mine the same way that Monica does. I just have cheap little bins. I probably got them at the Dollar Tree. And, you know, one is labeled bracelets and one earrings, necklaces. And so for now, with my inventory being as little as it is, that's working for me. So, but if it was to grow very much more, I probably would try and do it like the way Angie does. I think that's really good too.
Yeah, I'm very unorganized, so that scares me.
No one can be more unorganized than I am.
Oh, I don't believe
Seriously.
that.
I'm like an organized, my mom calls me like an organized Nazi, like, but she says like it gets to the point where then like I unorganize myself, so then I have to reorganize myself. She said it's like a non-stop thing for like everything in our house. It drives her nuts. Like I've changed my office area down here like 5 times now. Like I started on one end of the room and now I'm over here. So I don't know. It helps. That's what I have found. And then when I find, oh, this system isn't working, then I change it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I definitely want to let everybody know that Carla does have a YouTube channel. She is Princess Casserole here on YouTube, and her channel is in the description box down below. And I would encourage all of you to go and subscribe to her channel. She does, she buys the bags and she will do the unboxings so that you can see everything that she got. And I want to follow your journey. Like, are you really going to sign up for Etsy? Because if you are, I think that we should have you on again and we can talk more about your listings and Etsy and how it's going for you.
I was halfway there, and then my laptop was like, nope, you're not going to do this. So I got to try again.
Yeah, definitely. Don't give up. I think that you can definitely make a lot of money because you really have an eye for picking out the unique pieces. That's for sure.
Yeah, I love it. I do.
And if you need help with anything, we're here. You know, you can always message us and ask us anything.
I know, and it's nice to see people putting questions in the group too. Like this person emailed me and they said, you know, whatever, they want to return and, you know, to have advice. That's great.
Yeah.
And you don't feel like you're the only one asking the question or, oh, I'm not the only one posting about this mark. Like I like it too when you post like a marking you don't know and someone's like, oh, so glad you did that because I have one of those too and I've been afraid to do it. It makes you feel so much better.
Definitely.
Yeah, the group is really great. Very, very good.
Yeah, so y'all come on over and join us. It's called Thrifty Jewelry Treasures on Facebook. And we'd love to see y'all over there. If you have any questions about the jewelry that you have, you can post pictures of it. And we have all kinds of experts over there to help everybody. It's a really great community. And again, if you'd like to be a guest here on our show, just message Monica or Angie or myself on Facebook, and we will get a show scheduled for you. And I want to remind everybody that next week our guest is going to be S.A. Banks, and he is a Greamer member. That is how I know him. And then the week after that, we are going to have Karen Lebo on. So I'm so excited for all of our upcoming shows. And I'm so thankful for Carla for joining us today. I'd love to see her pickups, and I know that you guys do too. And if you want to find out more about her, like I said, go subscribe to her. And also Angie and Monica's YouTube channel links are in the description box down below as well. So thank you everybody for joining us, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.